Quick note, around 2 months ago I made a video telling people, does your scope not work? Just change your settings. And it was a really bad video because I rushed it out. I wanted to make it just to help people who were looking for answers. I thought that by the time this patch, Darkness and Dragons, comes out, it would be fixed and people wouldn't need my video anymore. Apparently not, because I'm still getting comments saying that it helped them, and I'm very happy that it did. But Harris, fix your fucking game, like holy shit. How do you mess up the settings of thousands of fucking people? I don't understand. Okay, on to the actual video now. I hated this fucking guy from the moment I saw his little gay-ass teaser on Paladins' Instagram account. The literal first thought in my head was, why the fuck is he holding one of Maeve's daggers? That's not even the best part. My second thought was, why the fuck is he holding Koga's gun? Even better, I wasn't the only one who noticed this. And you might think I'm exaggerating, but when he got released I saw someone playing Corvus on the other team, and for a good portion of the match I thought it was Koga. That's how, well, poorly designed he is. This is why I will be making a comparison to a different first-person shooter game, Team Fortress 2. These characters, while simple, are very much recognizable, and it is mostly due to their stances and general body shapes. Skyman, I think that's how you pronounce her name, made an excellent video about it, and I will put it below because I will be using some of her points. Anyways, if you take a single glance at any of these characters, I'm pretty sure you can recognize one or more of them. And if you have played or know the game, you may recognize all of them just from the silhouette alone. If you compare Corvus to, say, someone like Koga, they look extremely similar in silhouette, and if you didn't know Paladins, you probably could not tell them apart. You might make the argument that Paladins cannot have as unique of characters because they have 45 and TF2 only has 9. And my counter argument to that is, stop releasing fucking champions. I'm not saying Hyros should stop releasing champions altogether, but I am saying that they should take the time to make a recognizable champion. They have released unique looking champions before, for example Willow and Drogos, and while I personally don't like either of them, I can at least say that in the game they are someone you can recognize from far away. Obviously he's a human, so his design choices are a bit limited, but there's no reason for him to be. They even both have the bottom half of their face covered up, holy shit. And you might go like, oh, but Ceres and Genos have the top part of their face covered up. Well, they have massively different designs and personalities in other aspects. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this, his personality is that of a really poorly written, edgy anime protagonist, and the more I looked into his lore, the more he comes off as a fanfiction character. Now stick with me here for a second and I'll explain what I mean in just a minute, but first I'm gonna compare him to some of the other characters in the very same game. We didn't really need another edgy, serious character. We already have Sin, Koga, and Droxus, Victor, Rob. But they still have unique backstories, and some of them even link to other characters in a different way. Good example would be Zen and Koga, who have a deeper history together, and people were interested in that for a while. Tiberius' character, he's a skilled fighter and maybe slightly narcissistic, but he's very fun and playful. One of my favorite backstories is that of Talus. He's fighting racism. He's fighting for a good cause, aka his race, but he is still a child and you can very clearly tell. When I was doing research for this video, I had to rewatch his little teaser trailer or whatever, and the writing seemed familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on it until towards the end of the video where he said, "Son of Khan," and then I came to the realization. He's written like a fanfiction character. I used to be in a fair amount of cancerous fandoms when I was a stupid ass kid, and I'd recognize this kind of thing from like a mile away, and I think you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, well, to explain this I will bring up a cancerous little fandom called Five Nights at Freddy's. The amount of people that are shipping these animatronic characters is unreal. And the worst part is, even though they are robots, these kids still find a way to make them pregnant, and then they have a little fucking mutant rabbit fox child.
Oh, hey there, little kid. Why don't you come into the storeroom with me? Come into the closet. You want to see how far this hook can go up a rectum.
There's nothing much wrong with his abilities. They're nothing new, but then again, with 45 champions and each one of them having 5 or more abilities, you'll eventually start running dry on ideas. I already mentioned that his gun is just a sped up version of Koga's gun, but what about his other abilities? Well, in terms of healing, he's pretty good, and some of my friends even put him up there with Genos. You can heal up to 3 people at once, and that's pretty neat. However, you often need a second healer on your team, so I don't know if he'll do good as a support in ranked. His ultimate is possibly the worst ability he has, as it is just a toned down version of any small area ultimate. A good comparison would be Eevee's ultimate, but the difference there is that Eevee's ultimate can not only slow you down but also cripple you, so that you cannot use your abilities to escape, and it gives her a chance to deal you some damage. Corvus's ultimate does not do that much damage, the most it does is slow you down, but you can still walk right out of his ultimate, or if you're playing a very mobile champion like Maeve, you can get out in less than a second or two. His teleport is pretty neat if you're going for a damage Corvus, and that's just about all I have to say. I cannot quite put my finger on why I dislike Corvus, but maybe if I just give him a chance. Nope, fuck that. Okay, at the end of the day, this is just my opinion, and if you like him, then that's just your preference, and that's okay. And if you do like him, then please don't forget to leave a dislike and 3 paragraphs about why you think he's the next coming of Christ, and I'll make sure to ignore every single one of them.
It should be 500.
Talking
I think.
about Sarah's heal? Oh,
No,
what?
Dumbo.
Guys, look at me. Guys.
Yeah. Oh, that happened to me as well. Yeah. You're actually stuck now, mate.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah.
No!
Good luck. Have fun.
No! Yeah, but I'm a fucking... Wait. Guys, look at where I am!
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Guys!
Yeah, that's... Wait, didn't Lukey do that ages ago?
Oh, I'm inside the fucking map. Great.